Hi, this is Harish here. Welcome to DB2 LUW Tips and Tricks video tutorial part 25. In this video tutorial, I'm going to talk about how to find unused table, index or stored procedures in the database. This slide talks about the scenario and the solution. The scenario is database can be cluttered over time with unwanted tables or indexes or stored procedures. So as a DBA, after a long period of time, we have to identify what are the unused DB objects that are present. The unused DB objects can be in the form of tables, indexes or stored procedures. That's what we are going to look at in this tutorial. Why we have to do this? Because there is a negative impact on both space consumption and performance. Now assume a scenario where there is a table and there are 5 indexes associated with that table. Now all these 5 indexes, if they are not used during the application or during the query execution, so then these 5 indexes unnecessarily consume space, which is a negative impact. And if the table is updated or inserted, all these indexes are also needs to be updated accordingly. So that is actually a performance hit on the update query or the insert query for the table. So that's why it is very important that we should clean the database, like remove all these unused or unutilized DB objects periodically. Now what is the solution for this? If you are in version DB2 version 9.7 and above, they have introduced a last used column. It's a very simple and straightforward solution. There is a last used column in the catalog tables, SYSCAT.TABLES or SYSCAT.INDEXES or SYSCAT.PACKAGES, like that. So you can just query the catalog table and look at the last used column. It is a date column. So that will tell you when that particular object was last accessed. So if you query the SYSCAT.TABLES for a particular table name and look at the last used column, that will tell when that particular table was last accessed. So similarly for indexes, similarly for packages. Packages can be used for stored procedures. Okay. Now the only caution that we should exercise is last used column value is updated asynchronously once in 24 hours. So it's like, say suppose if you are accessing a table right now, immediately the last used column will not be updated in the catalog table. It will take for about 15 minutes for the update to happen. And once that update has happened on one object, it will take another 24 hours to update it. So what I would suggest is to use this last used column as a guideline and monitor continuously. So it's like monitor for some 1 or 2 or 3 months this last used column, and then identify what are the potential candidates for removal from the database. So you can use like that. Let's quickly get into examples. The examples are going to be really straightforward examples. So here I am just having a database test and I am querying the SYSCAT.TABLES and I am querying SYSCAT.INDEXES. So I am just going to run both the query in one go. Okay. So here if you look at the first query, I am selecting the tab name and last used column from SYSCAT.TABLES, where tab schema equal to DB2 INST1. So under that particular schema DB2 INST1, what are all the tables that are available and what is the last used column for it. So this is the value this is the result set we are getting. So we have here, you can see huge underscore staff was accessed on January 8th January 2014. Okay. Was last accessed. Okay. Similarly, T underscore tab was last accessed on 31st December 2013. Similarly, table C was accessed on 30th December 2013, like that. So if you look at account underscore summary, it is like 11001. So this is like, instead of null value, it is inserting a like a default value here. Okay, you can ignore these things, these kind of records. So table A, table B, table C, T underscore tab, huge staff, we have valid data indicating when it was last accessed by some application or some query. Okay. So using this, like comparing with the current date, we can always identify whether it was updated, whether it was accessed to two months before or 3 months before, like that we can get those data. Okay. Similarly, the next query here, if you look at, I am selecting the tab name, I am selecting the index name, last used column. Okay. So under the same schema DB2 INST1. Okay. So I have huge data table and an index on that huge data table, huge underscore IDX, which was last used on 11001, which means it got never used. It's like a null value. Okay, so it's just created, it's got never used actually. So like this we can use for SYSCAT.PACKAGES also we can write the query, and we can find out when a particular stored procedure was utilized. Okay, last accessed. So this is very simple, straightforward technique. It is available in version 9.7 and above. Okay, but even after looking at the last used column, I urge you to monitor over a period of time. Just use this as a guideline to identify the potential candidates for removal, then continuously monitor, then contact the application team or the development team or the third party vendor who has supplied the indexes or the table objects or the procedures. Then you can consult with them, then take a conscious decision of removing the object from the database. Okay, that's it in this video tutorial. Thanks very much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel DB2 LUW Academy. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.